for today's lesson, we're going to look at a long question. Okay, this one is a revision of weather climate topic. Can climate change result in negative impacts only? To what extent is this true? So suppose we are using example, 6 months. Okay, based on, I did not print out the slides for you because it is in a worksheet format.
Okay.
So there are some terms that I want to tell you. For the first one, what is a thesis statement and what is an instruction question? So we're going to break it down based on these two terms. This skill is relevant for any long question. Okay, for a thesis statement, what I mean by a thesis statement is this one. Climate change can only result in negative impacts. So that will be the thesis statement. And the instruction question would be, to what extent is this true? Explain your answer. So in your worksheet, there is a blank worksheet with the question, climate change can only result in negative impacts. That worksheet? Yeah. You know there's some blanks, right?
Yes.
So I will tell you, for a thesis statement, you can draw an arrow, you can write down that this is a thesis statement, climate change can only result in negative impacts. You can annotate using the question I gave you, right? There's a box there. You can write down, bracket out the thesis statement, you can highlight also.
Or the step one.
No need, you just write down on the question here. I'll show you. This one. This question, yeah. You can mark down, you can highlight that this is the thesis statement. The yellow ones are the thesis statement and the instruction words are the red color words. Okay, so that's what you can do.
Yeah.
Okay. Simple?
Are you actually so strange?
I'm not. I'm being myself.
Yeah,
I think that's
totally true.
Yay! Okay, next. Okay, step one. Whenever you encounter a long question, look at the question, which word in the thesis statement will help me scope the content, which tells me which content I should focus on. In this thesis statement, climate change can only result in negative impacts.
Climate change.
Yeah, so which part of chapter 2 should I focus on?
Climate change.
Climate change,
And the
okay,
negative impact.
and the negative impacts. So are they saying impacts of climate change? Am I right?
Yes.
So chapter 2, gateway 1 or gateway 2?
Gateway 3. Two.
Yes, it's gateway 2. Okay, so gateway 2, you can find the impacts of climate change. Good. So which content is actually chapter 2, gateway 2, impacts of climate change. Okay, so that's the number 1 step. Identify the content that you should write down. So I know that's in your step 1, right? Here, in your worksheet, you should type out
Yes.
that
computers.
this one is actually impacts of climate change. You can write there textbook page. Let's check the textbook page. 109 to 111, 109 to 111. Okay. 109 to 111. Then, second step, we're going to look at, we already identified the content that we need to write about. Okay, we're going to look at what are some of the impacts of climate change. You all remember what impacts of climate change? You all remember what the impacts of climate change?
Yes. Sea level rise, more frequent extreme weather events,
Okay.
spread of infectious insect-borne diseases,
Yes.
and lengthen in the growing season in certain regions.
Okay, I assume it's from your notes that you
No, it's
No.
from our memory. As from we can recall it, yes.
Okay, very impressive. So Adi says that there are 4 impacts of climate change: sea level rise, increase in
Extreme weather events,
extreme weather events, and spread of infectious
insect-borne diseases,
and
and lengthen growing season in certain areas.
okay, good.
Yes.
Well done.
Thanks.
So these are the 4 impacts that is going to be covered. Oh,
Oh,
it's in your mind map. Okay.
Oh.
okay.
This is a technical error. I should have deleted it.
I did not notice that.
But it's okay. We can still test you the content.
Yes.
We're going to go through. So I'm going to review the content as a form of revision as well.
Yes. Well, the glaciers will be
So
melting.
everyone, please look at your mind map. Your mind map. So sea level rise. Can you show me the points?
The melting of glaciers' ice
Okay, melting of glaciers due to
the extreme weather, to the heat.
what causes the heat to increase?
Oh, due to the shortwave radiation.
Ozone layers. Yeah.
Due to
Due to the
what
short.
causes the glaciers to melt?
Due to the heat.
Temperature.
High temperature, good.
Oh, okay.
Due to high temperatures, and this will cause the
So you know the thing with the corner.
This will cause the increase in the height of the sea surface,
causing an increase in the
sea level.
increase in the sea level. Okay, good. What else causes the sea level to rise?
Well,
Besides glaciers melting, ice caps melting, what else causes sea level to rise? We're going to talk about high temperature, right? So when it's hotter, the waters
Increase.
the
Or
water will
increase.
can increase.
the water will evaporate faster.
Okay, when we have a higher temperature, what happens to the water in the ocean? They will actually
Heat up,
heat up, right? When they heat up, they actually
expand.
expand. And when they expand, they will increase in
Volume.
volume. Good. So that's another way in which your sea level rise. Sea level rise due to increase in temperature, which causes water in oceans to expand. To expand and increase in volume. Why is this bad? Why is this rising sea level bad?
Yes, it could consume most of the land, and the land, the amount of land will be less.
Okay,
Will
amount of
decrease.
land is lesser. Why would the amount of land be lesser?
Yes.
The island will sink.
Okay, island will sink due to
Due to the water temperature. Due to the water
increase in water level will result in
higher increase in height.
increase in height and will cause
Drought.
the water reaches beyond a certain level,
Flood.
it will result in
Flood.
flooding.
25,
Due to flooding, correct?
24.
Re-recording.
Due to flooding. And example that we learned in class will be I'm going to show you the video of the islands in.
Oh, Tuvalu.
Very good. Example in Tuvalu is sinking. And we also talk about, here we're just describing to you what happens, right? But the impacts, when we talk about impacts, we can refer to what kind of concepts?
Oh, the political, economic.
Political, social, economic impacts, right? So in this case, a very simple one. When your houses get flooded,
That's social.
good, social impact. Social impact, people become homeless as their houses get flooded. So we keep it simple, okay? we try to aim for like social for one, political for the other one, so that our answers are more spread out.
Wow.
Okay, so we give the markers varied terms of concepts.
Say we don't have enough space. Like for us.
To write?
Yes.
Okay, write in short form.
Typing for you.
Write in short form.
Obviously, yes, it's
I know you're very concerned about me, so
Oh.
you can write at the back.
Thinking too much, eh?
You can write at the back. Moving on. Okay.
Oh, what are you doing?
what is it?
Right behind.
I mean, like, that one is one page.
Yeah.
No space.
Yeah.
Please, right? What space what?
Maybe next one.
But
Next
that's
point.
your
Yeah.
handwriting so small.
But that's for another
Perfect
factor.
comparison.
Yeah, it's another factor. I'm just doing compare.
You can
So this one no more
Yeah,
points.
no more.
Our handwriting.
Okay, for this one, more frequent extreme weather events.
Facts, yeah.
So always link it to
Cool.
impacts of climate change, right? So more frequent extreme weather events, we link it to what happens under this factor. What are we talking about?
Drop.
Drop in
Drought.
drought.
Drought is for the extreme weather events.
Extreme weather events. We can talk about drought as well. The more common one, when increase in temperature lead to people suffering from
Starvation.
Stroke. Heat stroke.
yeah, heat stroke. Okay, so this one, severe weather events. I'll just give you the main point. Severe weather events, which will lead to higher temperature, leading to heat stroke for especially the young and elderly. So here I'm just stating the main points, but we need to explain how these people can be affected by the heat stroke. So in a heat stroke, what do you think will happen to you if, touch wood, one day Singapore becomes very hot, 60 degrees Celsius, then what will happen to you?
Die lah.
We will die.
You will die, but before that, what will happen to your body?
We will.
Dehydration.
Okay, you suffer from dehydration, then your internal organs will be deprived of water also.
Wow.
Or kena
And you
fried.
actually get a heat stroke, and you slowly will
Slowly,
Fried organs.
fry organs.
Nice, yeah.
Okay, people are subject to extreme heat. Okay, body cannot cool down sufficiently. Okay, example of this would be country or continent that we learn.
India.
Kita talk about India also. The one example that you cover in your textbook will be
What?
Africa.
Zimbabwe.
it's not Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe was the spread of infectious insect-borne disease, remember?
Sounds like a part of Wakanda.
Okay, wait. I give you a helping word. EU.
Ethiopia.
Eurasian. EU.
Europe.
Yes, Europe. In Europe. So this means you need to revise the content. Okay, in Europe,
Oh.
August 2003,
Wow. Oh, never mind lah. I thought she memorized.
a wind wave experience.
She does have notes too, yeah. People in the camera.
A wind wave experience which killed many people. But you all brought your second textbook, right?
No. Totally. If you didn't remind us at around very late hour, I wouldn't have rushed home from a very delicious supper.
Okay. Hari Raya outing.
No. Christmas.
Okay. What kind of impact can we experience?
What?
What kind of impacts can we experience?
Like you need a lot of money to cure the disease, right? Am I right? Or
Correct. So that falls under which political,
Economic.
social, or economic?
economic?
Okay, you can say economic
Yeah,
impacts as
social.
well.
You can say people die, then family members will be affected or their
Yes,
loss.
good. Lumina, want to give it a try? No?
Ah,
Okay, never mind. Next factor, we'll get Anupal to answer, okay?
so could you type it down so we can?
Okay, economic impacts, what happens is that government has to spend more money on investing in
In healthcare,
healthcare programs
which are not
to help those with
What is healthcare program?
okay, healthcare programs like they spend more money to help these people who are
is it linked to SS?
it's not linked to
Is it
SS
facilities, healthcare facilities?
or healthcare facilities. Okay, not really healthcare facilities. Sometimes remember I showed you a video where in Europe they actually had these water pipes like water sprinklers at the restaurants. So these water sprinklers, they will give out water at certain times of the day to
Oh.
reduce this heat stroke. So you can say healthcare programs, or they can invest in healthcare infrastructures. Healthcare infrastructures, in infrastructures that help to what? Reduce
Yes.
heat stroke, like water sprinklers.
Oh.
So I wasn't even born yet.
What? Wait.
I was born in December. Yeah, the heat wave also never come out.
You were inside your mom's womb.
And
So, I'm
then how many months?
Okay,
4 months before that.
do you want to share about the next factor? Spread of infectious insect-borne diseases?
Yes.
he is the one.
Mosquito bed.
Okay,
Done.
mosquito. So what kind of mosquitoes?
Malaria,
Mosquitoes that
tapioca,
sting you.
Yeah, what's the name of the mosquito?
dengue,
Or no.
Dengue is the name of the disease. The
Malaria.
mosquitoes is
malaria. Is it?
Airborne.
Aedes, right? Remember? Aedes mosquitoes.
Hello.
Aedes.
So how do you think that climate change will lead to this increase in this disease?
Oh, it's higher
Wait, let's
than.
answer you.
Yes.
Can you answer how does it lead to increase the spread of these mosquitoes?
How does it
How does
increase
climate
the
change result in more mosquitoes being
because
breed?
when mosquitoes that use because mosquitoes can only breed in tropical or like areas with that are hot, so they are unable to spread to cold areas. But since climate change,
Thank you. This
I
is
don't understand
the
what it
video camera. So what's this one
is.
video?
Isn't it just like
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
So we'll continue recording.
It's recorded.
Okay. What's your favorite? Okay, can. Let's look at.
right.
Okay, go through all the 4 factors. All the 4 impacts. So we're going to analyze. Go back to the biology. Okay, you're going to hurry up. So back.
You know, turns.
Ah, yeah. Oh, fine.
2 more minutes. Come on, guys. Come on.
Come on. Let's go.
See, why? Why do you smile to me?
Like it's very difficult. Hey yo, hey why you backstab?
Okay.
Like,
It's okay.
No relax, just read.
Okay, I'll
Then try do.
Okay.
Then after just read the textbook. Yeah. You ever do this?
Okay, let's look at the 4 factors.
This one is from the textbook. I copy from the textbook. It's a textbook. Page.
Okay, step 2, which word? If you look at your steps for answering, right? The second step would be to look at which words in the thesis statement.
Which one to see?
Okay, when I say thesis statement, I'm referring to the blue colored words. Which word in the thesis statement will influence how you write your answer? Will influence your answer. In the blue colored words, which one is very important? It will tell you what is your other factor should be.
Negative impact.
Okay, probably. Which one will tell you that,
Only
okay, why only?
because there's two impacts, right? But there's always positive and negative.
Okay, good. So the word only is very important. The rest of you, do you get it? The word only is very important because it will tell you how you write your answer. You cannot just write about negative impacts. If you write about negative impacts, the maximum marks that you will get is 3 out of 6. So in order to address this question well, you need to identify that only is a keyword here in the thesis statement. And you need, like what I said, you need to write about both
Balance it
positive
out.
and negative. A balanced answer, very good. So how many negative impacts should you write?
One
each.
1 each. Yes, you can. You can write 1 each, but very detailed, or 2 well elaborated. To be safe, you can write 2 well elaborated and 1 positive. Not going to this answer. Okay, how would I frame and shape my answer? So my conclusion. Okay, how should you write a conclusion?
Hence.
Hence, they are not only.
They are not only negative impacts, but they are positive impacts, such as your points.
Yeah, you list out your points and the impacts they bring about. So importantly, you must bring in your concepts as well. So what differentiates a good answer from an ordinary answer will be the concepts I use, like social, political impact, economic impacts. So all these, if one person writes only explain blah 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 blah, but the other answer put examples, put the explanation together with the social impact, together with concepts like this, which one you think will get higher mark?
What?
Can you say again?
So one answer, they just give an example of the heat wave and saying that people will die. But the other answer, talk about heat wave, people will die, and causing economic impacts to the government as they have to spend more on healthcare. Which one will get better, higher mark?
Second one lah.
Second one, right? So
Yeah.
the answer to get better marks, that's why we need to put in the concepts. Okay? So
Yeah.
now I'll write up with you. The first one, remember, we want a balanced answer, right? So my 2 paragraphs, one will be positive impact, the other one will be negative impact. So here, my point, everyone refer to the practice, point 1.
Let's practice.
Okay, climate change. So when we're talking about point, we are essentially just answering the question. Okay, climate change results in negative impacts.
they have no longer growing season.
So how do I explain this? We take the easiest one. Which one do you think is the easiest?
Rise in sea level.
Yeah, personally I feel that rising sea level is quite straightforward because you just need to say that the glaciers melt, causing people places to be flooded in low-lying areas. So can you give me like phrases? So I will type with you. Based on the minor just
High temperature cause increase in sea level.
okay, higher temperatures.
So can I write short form for this? This.
Okay, if you understand. Cause increase in sea level. Why? So after you tell the marker this, right? So you explain no, right? You must say what causes the sea level to increase. Do we have to define certain terms what is sea level?
Huh? What?
Do we have to define what is sea level?
No.
No need, right? So how do we explain these high temperatures cause increase in sea level?
Let's say cause water in ocean to expand and increase in volume.
Okay, it causes water in oceans and seas to expand, thus increasing volume. Good. Good. Okay, is there another way in which the sea level can rise?
Melting of glaciers due to the high temperature.
Melting of glaciers due to high temperatures.
Yep.
Where? Where are the places with very lot of glaciers and ice caps?
Arctic.
Very good. Antarctica. Other places?
North Pole, South Pole,
North Pole.
and
You can say
Arctic
Greenland.
Circle.
Melting glaciers due to high temperatures causing ice caps and glaciers to melt. To melt.
So you still need to write the high temp because you already know it's really high temperature. No need to repeat the
Okay,
high.
it's best to be clear because the marker cannot make the connections for you.
Oh, I see.
So you must be very clear your answer, okay? So read it. Antarctica.
Are we like educating the marker or something?
As in, for your own benefit, you have to be very clear. If not, they think that you're just smoking, you're just making up your own answer.
Smoking.
Smoking is in doing, writing things, without any content. Okay, so now we already explained how it happens, right?
Yes.
So we already say that, oh, this will cause the entire place, ice caps to melt and all that. But what is the impact? What will the impact be?
These cause islands to sink, such as Tuvalu.
Okay? Rise in sea level causes. Sorry, can you shift this whole thing? Just put arrow. That this one will be the point because you're explaining it, right?
Oh!
Just put arrow. Just put arrow, okay? Because impact
Then the
should
climate change
be
is
the
out.
after effects of this things melting, correct?
Why?
Just put arrow. Put a nice and neat arrow.
Why?
With a different color.
Got that table.
Because you want to show the marker the impacts of this, right?
And then what about the climate change, right?
Which one?
The climate change result in negative impact.
So that you can just write this. It can be together, it's fine. Okay? Rise in
A
sea
mistake
level
in the camera.
causes
Maybe I sent the question.
low-lying areas. Low-lying areas such as the example that you gave me just now was
Tuvalu.
Tuvalu.
Low-lying country, islands.
Countries, areas is fine. When it sinks, okay, usually examples like this, it's best to put in statistics, numbers as well.
If not accurate, will they mark us down?
They wouldn't mark you down. Yeah. It's just that you will be given a mark.
Oh.
Okay?
Uh,
Rise in sea level causes low-lying countries such as Tuvalu to sink.
Okay.
Okay, this causes houses to be
Flooded.
and people to be displaced from their houses.
And cause people to drown.
Which are also possible, but that will be under social.
1 to 6, 7 pages work. You got like 7 more than 7 pages. Oh, it's like a rubbish.
Okay, for this one, do you see that I explained together with the example. So there's no clear cut between where is the example and explanation. As long as you interweave your examples with your explanation, it is fine. It doesn't matter if you write the
So
example
this is
first.
included as an example.
Yeah. If you write your example first or you explain later, it's fine. It's like an essay.
Cyclical P.
As long as you have your points in, they will not mark you down. Okay, it just shows you that as long as you include it in your essay. They also talk about, this one's your textbook, over 600 million people
Oh, it's 4:15.
worldwide live in areas less than 1 meters above sea level.
Oh, no more space.
Million. You have your own. Perfect.
Sing it a cappella, switch song for everything.
Not really, man. 1 meter above you. Isn't that
Climate
like
change, 33% of coastal and wetland habitats.
so no space?
You can put it in the example, under the example. Habitats are likely to be lost
Gotcha.
in the next few hundred years. In the next 100 years.
I will eat my lunch.
Okay, so this one, explain plus example, it is okay to put them together. If it makes your answer more sound, more logical, it is fine. Fine.
Oh, gee,
So the link, how do you think we should write the link?
Therefore,
Did we bring in the concepts already? Did we bring?
yes.
Where are the concepts? Did I explain say social and
Huh?
environmental?
Yeah, economic, right? This one, no?
No, in my answer is that social and environmental. Did I put it in?
You never write, but this is the example.
Yeah, example, but I must explicitly say it. So where can I put it? I can put it in the link. Okay? So how can you make your answer more sound, more logical?
Therefore,
So the wetlands will be under what kind of impact?
economic, social.
But these are plants, right?
Plants,
Yeah. Coastal and wetland habitats.
environmental.
Environmental. So the houses you can talk about social. It depends on how you argue. Or you can talk about government have to rebuild these infrastructures and put these people in temporary shelters. That will also be, they will change it to political impact. So it depends on how you argue. So can I move on to the next, the last one, the link?
Yes. Yes.
Semua
TikTok.
Let's have this.
What?
Okay, the link will be thus flooding caused by the rise in sea level will result in what kind of impact? Negative
result in negative impact.
social impacts as people are displaced from their homes,
And negative environmental impacts.
the negative environmental impacts will occur as well, as natural habitats are destroyed by the rise in sea level.